How you doing? Good to see you. The problem between delusion and confidence, right? This is where a lot of people have an issue with this. And it's because it's a fine line. I can't lie to myself if I really want to learn how to play piano. Actually, I've always wanted to learn how to play piano. Sounds pretty sick, to be honest with you. I cannot lie to myself and say I'm a great piano player. That is just stupid. That's fake confidence. That's insecurity. You're trying to posture. You're trying to project. I may not know what I am doing right now, but I know what I'm willing to give to this activity of playing piano. And I know after a certain period of time, I'm absolutely going to be a marvelous, a magnificent piano player. It's the same fundamentals in your day-to-day life. A lot of people are like, I feel like I can't be myself, or I can't be this, and I'll give you a firm example. I have just gotten started with this YouTube channel. I was a little bit successful over on IG, not very successful, but like good enough in terms of knowing like, okay, I have something to say that people actually give a shit about. When I came to YouTube, I'm not sitting here saying, dude, I'm gonna be an amazing YouTuber. I shouldn't say that. I do believe I'm gonna be magnificent on YouTube, but I'm not coming over here thinking that I'm there now, because I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this thing before, and it's ridiculous of me to try to lie to myself and say, you are so good at this thing. Right now, you objectively suck. And that's okay, because I know I'm going to put out as much content as possible, different angles, just random ideas. I'm not going to judge myself on the ideas I have. I'm not going to think to myself, well, this isn't good enough to post, this is good enough to post, because I don't know. I'm a moron. I don't know what the hell is good and what's bad in this space. I've never been on YouTube. So how could I think this is good enough to post or bad enough to post? You don't know. Just like this video. Could be dumb, could be stupid, I don't know. But I'm still gonna give it a try. And I'm gonna keep on going, one foot over the other, because I know I'm never going to stop until I'm good at this thing. I will not stop. So at that point, I just have to let time do its thing. And in the process, how intense can I go on a day-to-day basis? And for how long? If I can go as intense as possible, and I can go for the rest of my life, I know eventually the universe is going to cave. It has to. It's too much force. So I know in my head, I'm gonna be just fine because I got me. I got me, so I know I'm good. No matter what happens, shit can hit the fan, my life can go up in flames. I know even if I get wiped out back to zero, I'm gonna be all right because I got me. That's the difference between confidence and conviction versus delusion. It's a bit delusional to think no matter what, I'm going to get there. But that's a healthy delusion to have because I know what I'm willing to put down on a day-to-day basis. It comes from my work ethic. And I'm not one of those guys that's like, dude, you have to just work hard all the time because that's all that matters. And if you want something, obviously you know you have to work hard for your goals. We all know this. And I think it's overly stated. Yes, you have to work hard. But the best way of doing that is understanding that it should feel somewhat seamless. It shouldn't feel like this is the most difficult thing on earth, because that probably means you're not doing something from a fundamental place, which is from your heart, from your spirit. When you're doing something that's fully aligned with your heart, and the best way of doing this is, what do you naturally have a limitless energy tank for? What can you do forever and just simply not get tired? That is the game you should be playing, because if you have a limitless tap of energy, you can get yourself out of anything. You can make anything happen from nothing. And it's the coolest feeling ever, but it takes time. It takes time. And you have to just understand that it's going to take time, but I am not going to sacrifice my workload because I am discouraged. Discouragement a lot of times is like that doubt. It's that self-doubt that creeps up into your brain and you're like, I don't know if I can actually do this. But you can. You have to know that you can. And the only reason why I know that I can is because I've realized when I work really, really hard on something that is genuinely for me and aligned with me and things that just give me natural energy for, I do my best work. I am the best version of myself. And that's the game we all, and I'm going to be honest with you, finding that is difficult. It took me a very long time. If you guys heard the stories of me trying to find what my gift was, I get nauseated thinking about it because I was trying so hard and it was kind of pathetic, but that's what it requires. Like zero embarrassment towards like, I'm not judging myself for these things. And I used to do that a lot and I used to hold shame for things. Fuck that. Because at the end of your life, you're going to go to the grave alone. And you have nobody to answer to besides yourself and God. That is it. And when you have that understanding of like life is going to move fast, and it does move fast, especially as the years go on, because now your years on earth are a lot more than they were when you were like 13. There's just a lot more life. So it goes by even quicker. When you have that realization, you should just be able to just shoot from the hip and do things that are from here. Because if you're doing things from here versus from here, that's how the magic happens. But you got to let go. It's funny. By almost letting go, you have more control. That's the paradox of it. You know, that's how you should be playing life. Like, life is serious, but don't take yourself too seriously. It's like an egg. If you hold the egg too loose, it's going to slip out of your fingers and fall on the ground and crack. But if you squeeze it too tight, it's going to snap in your hands. You have to have that beautiful play in between to where you keep the shell intact. You know, keep that lightheartedness to it. But listen, I go on a lot of, twists and turns on all this shit. But understand, when it comes to confidence, it's just knowing that I got me and I'm going to be okay because I know what I'm willing to give up to get there. That's the game. And the delusion of it isn't about where I'm at right now. You have to be ruthlessly self-honest about where you're at right now. Yes, I suck at this thing, but I know what I'm willing to give, and I know, because I got me, that I'm going to be at this place in a few months' time, a year's time, 10 years' time. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I appreciate you guys listening. Just start trusting in yourself, start trusting your gut, start satisfying those brain itches you have because you have no idea where they can take you. If you want to hear more, I'm not a YouTuber, but follow, subscribe. Regardless, if you like this stuff, please stay on the page, give me comments, whatever you guys actually want to hear about, let me know. I'll start throwing it into content. This is what I'm doing now. So I appreciate you guys being here. Take it easy. Uncle Rommy out. Peace.